guys? It's me, Nettie Charles from I Make Terrible Decisions, and you're watching Disney Channel. If Frank and I knew how to do the graphics, then I would do one of that, like the Mickey Mouse graphic type thing.
That would be really cool if I could do that, actually.
Well, you know, one day. If only one of us went to school for it. But, shade. So, I was supposed to do the podcast yesterday. Obviously, you guys know I love doing it on Wednesdays. But I couldn't come because I had a medical emergency, which was a hangover. And it was serious. I think it was the worst hangover I ever had in my whole life. Because I don't typically get hangovers. But this one, I've also never been introduced to $3 shots. So that was a big part of it. I would say that's irresponsible on the bar's part because it's like, dude, of course I have $3. Of course, I'm gonna get wild here, and it's your fault. And it was great. As usual, I think I've said before, like I really only drink Jack, so I was doing Jack shots, but I was chasing it with Jack on the rocks. So it was like, I wasn't just drinking, I was drinking like I was sponsored by Jack Daniels, which is my one dream in this world. I want that. I'm manifesting that. I want it so badly. And I almost felt like it would be irresponsible to not go out drinking when there's $3 shots. You know what I mean? Like financially, this makes the most sense. It's a good idea. And it was like a extreme couponing Long Island Trash edition. And I did it, and I would do it again. But the next day, I was so dead that the only thing that I ate, the thing that brought me back to life was Taco Bell. And I was just saying to Frank that if Taco Bell fixes you, then you're in a really bad place if that's the thing that lifts you up.
This is something I want to kind of look up, though. Because we were talking before we were coming into the studio about eating greasy food when you're hungover. Is it just like a psychological thing, or like does it actually just make you feel better?
What I have heard, and I'm choosing to run with, is that because you become so dehydrated with alcohol, that the greasy food and the oil kind of rehydrates you more than anything.
Literally makes perfect sense. And
yeah.
I'm not even going to look it up.
No, don't, because then you know what? I don't want to get in my own head and ruin the placebo effect. If I think it works, dude, I felt better. I mean, I wasn't going to go for a run, but I was like, okay, I'm okay. But I couldn't come here today. I mean, yesterday. I took a shower, I looked at my clothes, and I said, no.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah,
was bad.
I know. What time did I text you to come get me?
I think it was about 1:40. I offered to drive Nettie because I was coming from work anyway, and she was like, "All right, yeah, that's cool, whatever. Thank you so much, love you." And she was like, "Why don't you come out and drink?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still like coming from work. When by the time I take a shower, all this stuff, like there's not really a point. It's gonna be too late for me to even come out or whatever." She's like, "All right, fine." And I was like, "Yeah, just text me or whatever." And she like drunk fucking texts me at like 1:40. Like I'm like deciphering what she's even saying.
I know. I was like, "Swap is embarrassing," and you're like, "What?" And I was like, "That seems so."
But I passed out. I fell asleep.
Of course you did, because it was 1:40 in the morning.
Yeah, but even still.
You know what was fucked up is like I went out early. Like I was out at the bar at like 9 o'clock, which is an ideal time for me because I'd like to be home by like 11. So that's what I was saying. I was like, I'm gonna be home by like 11 tonight. And then 11 o'clock rolled around and just laughed in my face. It was like, you're staying. And I actually went to say goodbye to people at like 12. Next thing I know, it's 1:40. And I'm like, Frank!
Go get me. I need to get out of here.
I know. You know what's great too is that I'm one of those people that I tell my mom everything. So my mom was like, how was it? I was like, I don't know, dude. After 11, I don't know. I assume it was good. She's like, did you black out? I go, oh, I blacked the fuck out. Yes. And I did wake up at my house though with all my possessions. So it was a really good day, I would say. That's the key to being an adult.
Right.
But when I got to Taco Bell, I realized that my purse was full of some kind of liquid, and I went to smell it, but I started gagging, so I still don't know what's in that purse. So that purse,
gagging, it was definitely alcohol.
well, yeah, I would think so. Of all the things it could be, alcohol would be the best, I assume, you know? Because what if it's a mysterious liquid that I have to look up? So my purse is just outside. Oh, yeah, it was gross. Yeah, no, the guy at the window was like, I totally get what you're going through. Like, we don't get the best of the best here. Like, we get trash. And I was like, Ashanti. Yeah, it's me. So, oh, you know what? I was asking Frank earlier, like, do you throw up from alcohol? Because you were saying that you drink, like, what? You primarily drink beer?
Well, yeah. I mean, but now, you know, like, when I was younger, like in college, you kind of just whatever's thrown at you, you drink. You know, I think it's like a prerequisite that anyone that drinks has thrown up at some point in time.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely have, without a doubt. And yeah, it's definitely mostly because I was taking like too many shots of liquor or whatever. But now that I'm older, you eventually get to a point where you find a balance, and you know, maybe not from what you're drinking, but how you feel. You know where like there's a line. Where
yeah, but usually it's too late when you get to that point where you're like, oh no, this is it for me.
Oh, I'm too far gone.
Yeah.
But even then, you know. I feel like.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're already throwing up, then you know that you're throwing up because it's happening.
Obviously, you're not begging for the bartender to give you another shot as you're puking. But I'm just saying that I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
No, I'm just asking, like, now. Do you throw up now? Yeah, like in this time of your life.
I have, yeah.
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 I feel like that's the one thing that's why it's. I don't know what that little like jingle is like. Something with beer, then liquor, then beer. You're in the clear or clear.
Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. That's what the saying is. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, whatever. No, I don't see how your stomach knows the difference.
Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter. That's just something that you tell yourself like when you're younger, like when we're like in high school or college or whatever, to be like, okay, we need to do it this way so that way we don't get too bad. But eventually, you just have a tolerance.
The only thing that is, I think, with correct, like, is that you have to eat bread before you go out, because I know people that don't eat bread, they get drunk way too, like, I'll always have, like, a piece of toast before I go out, no butter, but, I always have a piece of toast and then I'm good, but I know people that, like, try to be healthy and they'll eat, like, grilled chicken before they go out and they vomit. I'm like, really? Dude, have some class, act like you've been here before. Sorry, that was a Hannibal quote, he's my favorite, but,
I always try to make sure that I eat, well, my stomach is full before.
Yeah. Oh no, I was just thinking about my liver like the next day, because I imagine her, she's a woman, and I just imagine a small janitor in my liver, and she's just like mopping up all the honey, like Jack honey that I'm giving her, and she's like do 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 do, and she's fine, and then by a certain point, like after like 6 shots, she just drowns to death because she's like, I don't know what you want me to clean up anymore. A woman can only do so much, and yeah, yesterday I was on autopilot all day. I've never been that hungover. It was so weird. I don't mean to keep like fixating on it, but I was like, am I old? And my mom was like, you're not old, you're trash, because you didn't have to drink that much. And I was like, you right. You right. So, you know, if anybody wants to drink, hit me up. I'll be better. But I think
you gotta say though that it's probably been a while too for you too. So
yeah, I don't drink often at all.
Yeah, so.
And it's funny because where I went, they had I guess they have this thing where if you get them before a certain time, they hand you a free beer as you walk through the door.
Oh.
So I was like, each person gets one, and they go, yeah. I go, do I get 2 if I'm pregnant? And they were like, that's not funny. But the bouncer was like hysterically laughing, and I was like, I'm a comedian, listen to my podcast. And then I went in, and I just gave them all to my sister, because I was like, I'm not going to start drinking beer.
Right.
But see, that's the good thing, because if I run out of liquor, like if I'm at a house party or some shit, I'm not going to take whatever you give me. I'm going to go home.
Right.
You know, I'm like, bye. I think I've talked about this before, that people will be like, oh, I only drank Four Loko because it was there. Okay. That's fucking stupid. If you only had bleach, I wouldn't drink that, because that's pretty much what Four Loko is. That kills you from the inside. And it's not worth it, because it doesn't even fucking taste good. That's the thing I don't get. Like, Jack Honey is the apple juice of adults. And I just need everyone to put it out there that Jack Daniels sponsors me, because I just want my mom to be proud of me. And this is not the way. But, dude, in general, I feel like being alive has been such a financial burden. Like, it just costs so much money to keep living. I guess, I don't know. I'm still more excited to be an adult than I was when I was a kid, because being a kid sucked. Because I can cry now and nobody asks me what's wrong, and I can have cake for breakfast any day I want. I'll fucking, that goes hand in hand with bills. I don't give a shit. I'll pay bills if I can have cake for breakfast. 7-year-old me, if she saw me now, she'd be like, dude, you're currently popping. Except she wouldn't say that. She'd be like, you're really cool. And I'd be like, thank you, little Net. But I went to get my glasses the other day, and I've only been an adult for so long. So this is pretty much my first time paying for glasses, because I've had the same glasses since I was like 14, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But then they did break because my fucking daughter stomped on them like Godzilla. So I had to get new glasses. Dude, she was proud of it too. But she felt bad, but she was definitely proud of herself. Like, I saw her like thinking she was so strong. So I went to get new glasses, and I didn't realize that they charge you for the frame, and they charge you for each lens. Like, each lens of my glasses was $180. It was $180 for the left, $180 for the right, and however the fuck much for the frame. And I was like, I don't want to pay for this. Like, what if I just get one lens, maybe in the right eye, and an eye patch for my left eye? Because pirates are back. They're back in style, and I think I could make it work. And I was like, I don't really want to fucking do this. I was like, what if I just went in like just a real bitch? And I was like, let me just get a monocle. You know, just one big ass glass on my face all the time, having me looking like a Puerto Rican Mike Wazowski. I could rock that shit. I would love, dude, if I can do fanny packs, because I love fanny packs, they're my shit. I think I can make a monocle work. I know what works and what doesn't. Like, I would never go out in like overalls or polka dots, but I would go out in a monocle. So fancy about it. And the only thing is that I don't think that monocles have anything to keep it on your face. So I would definitely get like those glasses that babies have that are like rubber, and I would always wear my monocle. Or, I don't know, fuck it, might just cover one eye, pick my favorite. I won't have any depth perception. I won't be able to catch a baseball anymore, but I was never very athletic. So I was there too, and the woman who was helping me, it's important that I put a lot of emphasis on this. She was mean. Not mean, because I can deal with mean. Like, I kind of think that some mean people are really funny, but she was condescending, and she hated me, and I was just trying to get glasses. And she, like, now again, she was mean, but she had a lazy eye. Now, this was weird to me because she works in a place that's centered around eyes and vision, and her eyes weren't centered. So, and it wasn't just like a lazy eye, because I think usually with lazy eyes, the situation is that one eye does its job, and then the other eye kind of wanders. It's like a mother and toddler going to the mall. The mother does the work, and then the lazy eye toddler just kind of floats around aimlessly. But this wasn't what she had. She had what I believe were two working eyes facing opposite directions. One was left, one was right. She came at me like a hammerhead shark. And she was mean to me. And I was even trying to like engage her. So I was like, do you like my glasses? Like, do you think these would look good on me? And she looked with her left eye, and then she turned her head and looked with her right eye. Now, everything generally is funny to me. This shit sent me over the edge. And I had to not laugh because I'm not a mega cunt, but it was worse that she was mean. Like, I was even like, do you know that I have a fucking podcast? Because I feel like you're setting me up right now. Because again, if you're nice to me, like if you're just a sweet person, I don't give a shit. You could have 8 eyes on your face, and I will defend you to the death. But if you're a little mean to me, I'm gonna call you out for what you are, if what you are is a hammerhead shark. So, couldn't not acknowledge it. I just felt like it was weird. I was like, what are you doing working here? Go work at a bank. Why are you here? Like, that's like if you were a vegan and you chose to work at Buffalo Wild Wings. What do you bring to the table? If anything, you're making this whole thing confusing. Like, she saw differently, and she was in the business of eyes. I was like, it's weird. I don't know. But I don't know. And I was trying to look past it too, and then I was like, am I shallow? And I was like, no, I'm not shallow, because I'm just noticing shit, you know? I like when kids notice shit, because kids can't not say something. And there will be times where I'll have to warn my daughter about shit. I'm like, we're going to go somewhere, but you have to know now, the person that we're going to see only has 3 fingers on their left hand. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. And then my daughter will walk in and she'll stare at it. I'm like, stop staring at it. She's like, it looks like a chicken foot. I'm like, dude, shut up. Don't say anything. And then you can never be like, oh, I'm sorry. It's just that I'm raising them poorly. So just overall, it's like, I wish people would donate money to people who are just planning on being alive for a long time, because this is really just something. I mean, I just want to see for free, you know? You get me. Frank has glasses too. I like to keep Frank a mystery so that you guys can picture what he looks like. But Frank wears glasses, and they're so expensive.
And I can't wait to get LASIK eye surgery.
Are you gonna get it?
Yeah. As soon as I possibly can, I'm going to get it. Because it sucks. Like, how much does it suck that there's people in the world that can just wake up and just see?
Oh, it makes me fucking furious.
Like, we can't.
I know. Whenever I wear my contacts, because I wear contacts way more than glasses, because I hate feeling stuff on my face, and I'll get like dust in my eye, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta go. I have to make sure I always have like solution with me and stuff. That's why people are like, why do you always have a big bag? I'm like, because I got a lot of fucking problems, dude. I'm technically disabled in my eyes. So I always have to have this shit. How about my friend was driving me home one day, and I didn't know that he wore glasses or contacts, and he was driving, he goes like, and I was like, what is that sound? He goes, I forgot my contacts. I go, what do you mean? He's like, I need your help. I said, no, pull over, I'll drive. He's like, we're almost there. It's a straight shot. And I was like, oh my God, this is how I go. That's actually happened to me twice now, where I was driving with a girl who, very sweet, not incredibly intelligent. And I already didn't want to get in the car with her, but she was the only one that wasn't drinking. So I was like, cool, like whatever, you drive. We're driving on a bridge, it's late at night, and she goes, I wish I had my glasses. I said, bitch, what the fuck did you just say? I was like, you just pull over. I'll get an Uber. I'm such a responsible drunk, though, that I always make sure that I have enough money, like, all the time, no matter what, for an Uber.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Yeah,
you
so-
never know. Like,
Yeah.
I might think that I'm just, like, going bowling, but I might end up getting shit-faced at the bowling alley.
Right.
So I gotta have the money to take an Uber home. Uber's the best thing ever.
It is. It's awesome.
Yeah, thank you for your service. Frank Uber driver. I don't know if we talked about this before, but one time I was out.
Oh,
And-
yeah, I don't think we talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, I was out. I was at a drag show. And where was I? Was it Bayshore?
Yeah, it was Bayshore.
Yeah. So you remember because you weren't drunk. But this was a long time ago. So, not that it matters. I just want you to know that my drinking is sporadic. So, I was drinking, and then I ordered an Uber, and did I immediately recognize that it was you, or not until you got there?
I think what it was is that you had an idea when you saw my name pop up.
Oh, yeah, I think I did,
Yeah.
because I think it was like Frank, and then...
Because I immediately knew, because I was like, who else? What other Nettie is there?
Right,
You know,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
like-
there's no other Nettie. I mean, this is probably her. But like you were just like, oh, this is that, or like some, because I think you were with Jess at the time, right?
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, like that would be really funny if this was Frank. Like maybe it is him, and then I pulled up. And
Yeah, I know. I was like, Frank! And, what the hell was I... Oh, when you as an Uber driver, when you get it, does it say, like, who the person is? Does it say, like, Nettie is requesting a ride? Or does it say, do you want to pick up this person from this address?
It just pops up. It shows your rating and like how far away you are. That's all.
That
That's
is?
all it pops up. Yeah, and you just click it if you want to accept it.
And after you accept, you see the name?
Then you see the name. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then you see the name and probably the address and sometimes exactly word.
Okay, so back then, my rating, how was my rating? Was it
I
good?
don't remember. Yeah.
How could you not remember?
How I don't remember people's ratings. They just-
My
they
rating
pop
better
off.
be really good. Be
I'm
freaking
sure.
pissed.
You look up on you can look on that.
It
app.
tells you?
Yeah,
It's
it
not
shows you
secret?
on that. Yeah.
Oh. Whew, okay. I'm gonna look at it. I better be like 5 stars because I've never done anything wrong in an Uber.
Hey, I've never done anything wrong in Uber either. I'm at like a 4.8 or something like that. Someone didn't like me.
Aw, I wonder. Yeah, now I'm nervous because if they give me bad stars, then I'll be like, what the?
Won't eventually pick you up. If you.
There's
if
no
you
way
do
though
that
because
shit.
I don't talk. Well, I talk a little bit, but it's funny because whenever I go out on my way there, I'm so quiet in the Uber. She's like, hey, how are you? Whatever, have a nice day. And when I get back, I'm like, so what's your dream?
So why are you doing this?
Yeah, no, I ask the dumbest questions. I'm like, when was the last time you ate mac and cheese? And they're like, what the fuck is the point of that question? I'm like, I don't know. And, yeah, no, so it changes. But overall, I learned something really interesting about myself this week, which is that although I would never pay ever for like $35 for a Wonder Woman plush doll, I would spend $45 on a claw machine to win a Wonder Woman plush doll. And I hate that I do that, but it's my one thing that I can't stop. And my friends have tried to intervene. God bless them, they have tried. But there is just some things that you just have to let people be flawed with. And this is my thing. Like, some people are worried about their friends because their friends have Xanax for breakfast. My friends are worried because I overdo it on fucking claw machines. And at some point, you must just let people be themselves. Nothing can fix me. And I've had people say, oh, you can't ever win. Like, they're fixed so that you can't win. Okay, then how do I fucking do it? How come there's a Wonder Woman plush doll on my bed right now? The reason is because I bought it. I actually bought it. I didn't win the claw machine this time. But yeah, she was like $2 at CVS. So I overpaid by like 80%, and I never even got her. So I don't know why. It's like the thrill of the hunt for me. Apparently I must win at a claw machine or I'll be a mega bitch all night. I don't know. But I love it, and I would love to like see certain parts of my brain like just laid out for me and see why certain shit is the way it is. Like, I know that I hate Beatles, not the band, like actual Beatles, because my cousin chased me with a Beetle when I was younger. I wish to know what happened that I love claw machines so much, and even though I know they're not good for me, I can't give them up, and I'll spend a quarter of my paycheck on a fucking claw machine. So, one day I'll get through this trying time, but here's some other shit that I don't have a good transition for. Next, so, is that, okay, I'm so afraid that my phone is just gonna cut off because I don't have any storage left, but I guess I do. I have enough for this shit. So, anyway, this is something I feel passionately about, and you're gonna hear it now. I do not argue over text message, ever. I may have slight disagreements with people and check them or be checked through text, but I have not had an actual text argument with someone since I was in like 9th grade on the bus back from a cheerleading competition, which we lost because I was on the team. So yeah, I was not good at cheerleading because you have to generally be cheerful, so that's where they lost me. So I would like to do a very much more, like how I phrase that, like a more aggressive kind of cheerleading. I could do, maybe that's just gymnastics. Yeah, because I would like to take out the team part and do it on my own. So yeah, that actually is just gymnastics. So, anywho, I don't do it. I don't text argue because I'm not 14 years old. How about I was with my friend the other day and he was texting his girlfriend, and we've been friends forever. Like, and I'm friends with his girlfriend too, actually. She's awesome. And she was saying, because I got to see the text message, not the whole thing. Like, I don't want to see other people's relationship shit at all. Like, it's between you and whoever you're in a relationship with. Don't involve me. And he showed me just how long it was. It was 3 pages of absolute bullshit. Okay, we're 23. Yeah, is he the same age as me? Yeah, okay, we're 23. Grow up, be an adult, do your taxes, don't argue with your girlfriend over text. That's fucking weird. If I'm texting someone, like, it's usually more relationshipy because I don't feel like friends usually get in, like, text arguments. So if I feel like there's an impending argument about to happen, I'm gonna call you because I obviously have your number. And you can choose not to answer, and we'll just put this argument on hold like adults. Like, I would never be like, here comes a paragraph. The fuck? I went to do that once, many moons ago, and I started writing out a paragraph, and I go, the fuck do I look like? Like, I feel like I'm, like, 14. I wasn't dating when I was 12. I was just sitting quietly in my room. But, if my mom's listening, but I'd be like, I felt like I was like 14, and my boyfriend had me on his top 5 on MySpace, but like he moved me to top 2 to put someone else top 1, and I'm like texting him like, this is really fucked up, and I don't really, like, that's the kind of shit that I feel, like, I immediately feel prepubescent when I start to text argue. Like, I won't do that with anyone. If, like, I'll have, obviously I have a mother, so she'll try to text me argue, and I'm like, you can call me when you get the chance, because we're not dating, and we're not 14. Like, oh, okay, so ready? Here's the best part, though. So my friend and his girlfriend, again, she's my friend too, they were texting back and forth. She's a marketing major. So she sent him a handcrafted graph because the argument was about, does he spend too much time with his friends instead of with her? Now, being that he was with his friends at the time, the argument kind of shifts in her favor. But she made a graph and she sent it to him. Now, I know what everyone's thinking. Wouldn't a pie chart have worked better? Yes, that's what I think so also. I think that's a better way to show time and how you use it. Just generally, you'd think she'd learn that. But I was like, dude, that's kind of fucking crazy. I was gonna say if you think about it, but just off the bat, that's fucking nuts. Like, if we're arguing and you send me a graph that you drew, she colored it in, and you send that shit to me, half of me is like, damn, we're in love. Like, half of me wants to raise small dogs with you and bring you to a family barbecue, and the other half of me, the bigger half, wants to block you forever and just tell people that you were fucking crazy. And I won't end it there. Like, I'll make up different shit about you, because I can't just be like, oh, he sent me a graph, because it's like, what does that mean? Like, I'll be like, no, dude, he was crazy. Like, I came home and I caught him fucking a frozen Stouffer's dinner. So I don't know what that means, but I couldn't do it anymore. And, like, I'll make up some weird shit about you, because if I'm going down, which I've been brought down if you send me a graph because you win that argument, you're going down with me. And I'm telling people weird shit about you. Like, no one's going to trust you now, because you had to be ballsy and send me a graph. That's crazy. I want to know. Look at Frank's face. Frank is the most calm person, probably the most rational person that I know. So I'm just looking at his face over there, and he's like, no, nope.
Like, I was stuck listening to that whole conversation. I cannot believe that. Wow, women, you guys really, when you guys want to prove a point, you fucking prove a point.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean,
she was dedicated. You can at least
dude, that's love. That's I can tell you what, though, there is a 0% chance that she is either now, nor has she ever, nor will she ever in the future cheat on this person, because you don't cheat when you make graphs. No. That's love. That's like, we're gonna end up together type love. Yeah. Hopefully. Otherwise, I'm scared for him. You know what's funny is, like, I didn't want to talk about this too much because I'm pretty sure he listens to my podcast. And I didn't really ask.
No names.
No names. He knows who the fuck he is, because this doesn't happen. But, whatever. It's my podcast. I can do what I want. I don't have to come in if I'm hungover. So, yeah, I mean, I was looking at that shit and I was like, dude, she fucking loves you. Like, you either propose or you block her number because something's happening. You're not safe. But yeah, I was like, I've never been that dedicated for anything. Like, if my job told me to make a graph, I'd be like, I fucking guess so. To do that in the middle of an argument, it's like, you're a little fucking loco, you know? Little crazy. But I love the dedication. It's kind of beautiful. Except if if someone did that to me, I'd be like, hey, lose my number. That's cool. No, if someone ever texts me a paragraph, I just skim through that shit. I'm like, there's no way I'm reading this. What the? No. But you know what's weird? It's like, if you wrote me a letter, and it was a letter about your anger towards me, I'd read that shit. And I would, like, highlight certain points to review with you later. But that's just different. Like, oh my God, I can't even imagine. Even if I had nothing to do all day, like if I were in solitary confinement, bored out of my fucking mind, and for some reason they gave me a phone that had no access to internet, it was only back and forth texting, and someone texted me some bullshit, I'd be like, guards, take the phone. I'm not doing this while I'm in here. This is my peaceful, tranquil time. I'd get crazy good at meditating in solitary confinement. Or I'd lose my mind. I would like to believe that if I were in solitary confinement, I would just do the podcast, just to myself. And I would like scratch certain things on the wall and be like, Frank, go in there. I have a few points that are scratched on the wall that I think we should bring up. But I'm gonna wrap this shit up because we gotta go. But very interesting. Not interesting as much as it is exciting for me personally. So this video is going to be up on YouTube. The past, 3 videos or something. Yay! I figured it out! They're all up on YouTube. But I'm starting a mockumentary YouTube videos. So we shot the first 2. And there's probably... What I know of right now is, I have, 4 videos in mind for the mockumentary. And I won't go too much into it because I want you guys to see the videos. And they're getting edited right now, luckily not by me, because they're coming out really good and it has nothing to do with me. I just do the stupid part. So I'll let you guys know when they're up. They won't be up yet, but I'm very excited for them because I take being stupid really seriously. So very, very excited for it, for you to meet all the characters and just really have it ingrained into your head that I'm full of some dumb shit 100% of the time. So if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, which I don't think anyone is because I haven't really told anyone, but go subscribe to it. I'm gonna make a separate YouTube account so I can subscribe to my first one, so I can be my first follower, because that's the type of energy I got. Okay, so have a great Thursday. I lost a day. I lost a full day. So have a great Thursday. I'll talk to you guys next Wednesday. Unless I do lifeguard night again, then maybe I'll talk to you guys Thursday. But okay, so have a great day. Bye.